Welcome to another session. In this session, we will take a look at the SAP Fiori search functionality, and I will also share with you a few hacks that you can use to make most out of this search. Now, by default, you just get a search bar, and you can basically start typing in here, and it just performs a search in the background. So I have just wrote customer, and it is showing me all the apps which are related to customers, right? So I can if I get a search result that I'm looking for, I can just click on it and it will launch that app directly. Or if I'm looking for all results, so what I can do is I can type the word and I can just either hit enter or press the search search button, and that kind of gives me all the apps which matches this search criteria. So I have these different apps. I'm getting the 13 apps. Now, interesting thing is by default it search for apps, but if you click on the drop down next to the app, you can see there are other options as well. So you cannot just search for apps, you can also search for different things such as banks, customers, general entries, purchase orders. Depending on the access you have, the list can even be longer. So I think one of the interesting things is you can search everything together. So if I click on all, and if I search again with customer and I hit the search button, this time I should be getting more results, and you can see I have now more results. I am getting a total of 238 results, whereas I have 13 apps as a result. Then I have a few GL accounts, and then I have a few journal entries. So basically what the system did is it searched everything in the system and it just gave me the results. So that's probably one of the amazing features of S4HANA. The search is usually quick, and depending on the amount of data in the system, it can sometimes takes a minute or two, especially if you are doing all out search. So yeah, it can take a minute or two to return the results, but it's usually quite quick. Now, if you are looking for a particular thing, you can search for it. For example, let's say you're looking for a customer. I'll just search with limited, and you can see I got quite a few results from the customer side. Now, the search functionality, it doesn't stop here. It gives you a whole lot of options, such as, if you can see, you can filter out the search based on the filters available. So these filters are dynamic, they are available based on what you are searching for, and then you can filter these search results even more as per your need. There's another interesting factor in search, which is let's say I go for all search and I can use wildcards. Now, what is wildcard? So wildcards is, if let's say I don't know the full document number of something, but I know the first 3 digits or the last 2 digits. So what I can do is I can put in the first 2 digits, let's say 1000. I know the document starts with 1000, but I don't know the last 2 digits, so I can just put star. The star acts as a wild characters, and if I hit search now, it returns everything, that every document, journal entries, GL accounts, whatever, which starts with 1000, and then it fills in the blank. So you can see I'm getting quite a few results which are following the pattern that I have searched for. So it's not just for document numbers, you can use it for apps. Let's say you know you're looking for an app that has GL somewhere in between, so you can just put GL star, a prefix star and a suffix as a star, and then you can search. So yeah, you'll get everything that has a GL in it. For example, you can see quite a few GL accounts which has come up. So this is how you can use these wild characters or the wild cards to quickly search for things that even if you don't have the full document number or the full details. So that's very helpful. I'll show you one more thing which you can use to further enhance your search, which is setting up favorites. So right now, if I click on the drop down, you have options to either search one of the entities, for example GL accounts, right, or banks or suppliers, or you have the options to search everything, right? So that these are the two options right now that you have. It's either one of these entities or all. But what you can do is you can actually set up your favorites. Let's say you are someone who usually always search for customers. So you have to go to an extra step by clicking here, setting it to customers, and then searching. So you can remove this extra step by setting favorites. So how we can do is we can go to the user menu, we can go to the settings, and then in the settings, if we go to the last option, which is search, it lets you personalize your search. So by default this is not enabled, but I'll just enable it. So when I enable it, I can see all the search options that I have here. Now from here I can select the one that I want to make as favorites. Let's say I often search for GL accounts and apps, and let's say journal entries. So these are my favorite things that I often search for. So I can set all of these as favorites. And I will save it. Now what's gonna happen is the page will reload now, and now the next time I will log in, my default search will be set up as my favorites, and this favorite will include searching all the 3 items that I have selected. So if I search for anything now, let's say I search for customer and I hit search. So the moment I search, it returns my favorites, and it has searched in apps, GL accounts, and journal entries in one click. So that's a very nice feature, and I personally always use this by setting up my favorites, because the list can be quite long. So in this demo system you can see only few things available for searching, but I have seen for some super users or power users the list can be very long, so it becomes really difficult sometimes to even go through the list, find the right items that you are searching for. And that is the reason why I always prefer setting up my favorites. It's just nice to have your favorites rather than going through the list and looking for the things that you want to search for. So this is it about the search functionality. I hope you have learned something out of it. This also completes our settings menu, so we have covered everything that is available in the settings menu and in the user menu as well. The only 2 things left are the about and sign out option, which are self-explanatory. The sign out lets you sign out of the system. The about tells you a little bit about the system that you are using. So this is it for this session. I'll see you in the next one.